Hi guys, my name is Emily, and today I'm going to be starting off the month of October and all things Halloween-y. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and to celebrate it I decided to go through my shelf of shame and pick out all of my spooky unread books. So I took all my spooky unread books and I put them in this little Halloween-themed TBR jar. And the first book that I drew out was Half Bad by Sally Green. This was published in 2014. There has been crazy amounts of promotion for it. I know Chapters was basically spamming my inbox every week when it came out. Half Bad is the first book in the Half-Life trilogy. It is the debut novel of Sally Green, and it's considered a YA fantasy novel. This is the story of Nathan Byrne, a 16-year-old half-black, half-white witch living in modern-day England. His mother, a white witch, is dead, and his father, a black witch, is the most powerful and most evil black witch to basically be living at the moment. The fact that Nathan's father is alive and evil is very much a problem for the White Witch Council, who basically spends Nathan's entire life creating really stupid rules to kind of control him. At one point, Nathan ends up captured and abused by the White Witch Council. Nathan has to escape his capture before his 17th birthday, otherwise he won't be able to go through the gift-giving ceremony in which he's given 3 gifts by a family member and his magical abilities. If he doesn't have this ceremony, he will die. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This book took me on kind of a wild ride. I felt so attached to Nathan. All of the crazy ups and downs in his life, I really felt invested in. I think that's probably because it started out with a second-person narrative, like, you did this, you were in a cage, you rattled your shackles kind of thing. Like, that made me feel really intimately connected with the story right away. And then once we learned that the you is Nathan, when it switches to first person, I felt so much closer to the character, and I really enjoyed reading this book. I looked forward to see what was happening next, and so the result was I read this in like 2 days, but not really 2 days because, you know, I read it on my half-hour lunch breaks and at night before I went to bed. Every free minute this was in my hand. However, the book is not without flaws. I felt the Black Witch, White Witch categories were a little too simplistic, and that any attempts at complicating these categories was a little bit weak. I'm hoping that because this is a trilogy, as the story goes on, as we meet more characters and more Black Witches, because predominantly we have met White Witches because Nathan was living with White Witches, I'm hoping that now that Nathan is living on his own and trying to figure out his life on his own, that we will meet more Black Witches who are more complex. So that was my one thing, that the Black and White Witch category were very surface. They weren't deep enough for me, and I hope that they do go deeper in further books. The sequel, Half Wild, comes out in 2015, March 24th, 2015 apparently. Fingers crossed, that's a thing that happens. So anyway, I'm looking forward to reading the sequel. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Nathan progresses, because Nathan was kind of struggling with his White Witch, Black Witch, Good Witch, Bad Witch identity. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon with another review. Bye.